All right, I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:12. Let's see, we are being taped tonight for rebroadcast, so I need to ask if anyone else is recording this meeting this evening. Okay. The first item on the agenda is a public hearing on a notice of intent for RMZ Realty Trust at 13 Holstrom Court. Is there a motion to open the hearing?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted. Good evening, Mr. Martin.
Good evening. You almost set up.
That's fine, yeah, 'cause that's probably good so that folks at home can see as well as us.
Yeah, just for the record, my name's Scott Morrison here with Mike Zanaro from RMZ Realty Trust. What we've got proposed, just to get people oriented, this is Auburn Street in Auburn. Dark Brook crosses here. The high school is down across the street here. Post office is located here, and then you loop around and Holstrom Court is a dead-end cul-de-sac that ends if there's a sewer pump station before you get to Dark Brook, owned by the town of Auburn. Wetland resource areas consist of Dark Brook, which is located here. There's a small area of bordering vegetative wetland in kind of the central portion of the site. This drains out, generally collects runoff from the parking lots, both the parking lot for the postal service here and the existing building and parking lot here. Kind of sheet flows over, enters here, and then runs down through the town of Auburn pump station property. We're proposing a single-family house. The lot was created back in the 80s, so it's pre-River Protection Act. We're pulling the house as far away from Dark Brook as we can possibly get it while maintaining the side yard and front side and rear yard setbacks. The building's about 25 feet from this bordering vegetative wetland. We've got about 13 feet to the erosion control barrier consisting of hay bales and silt fence. The area currently right now has a few trees in it. Generally the understory is pretty much a dense layer of Japanese knotweed. So we're proposing just minor grading. It's relatively flat. There's a minor cut that we need to do to install the proposed driveway. Driveway, two-car garage, and proposed single-family house. Areas surrounding the house will be loam seeded, permanently stabilized, and then once everything's stabilized, we can pull out the erosion control barrier. I think that pretty much summarizes things. I'd be happy to.
Any neighbors? Like I'm looking at this thing. Would the house go here?
House is right here.
Oh, in there.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
behind,
Okay.
This is the post office here.
Okay.
Whippin' Willie's.
This is the RM.
Yeah.
This is an existing Rayco
Counter
building here.
Right.
Parking lot.
Weeping Willies or whatever.
Right behind Weepin' Willie's, yep.
Yep. And then you've got Holstrom Court that comes
Okay.
down. And then there's a sewer pump station here.
Yeah.
And then Dark Brook crosses underneath Auburn Street
Okay.
here. So the house would be, driveway would come in.
Right in there. Okay.
It's actually nice how you have that. It's helpful.
Yeah, because I was like, I thought it was on the other side of the street. On that side. Okay.
Questions from the board?
Two-car garage.
I read this last night. I didn't realize there was a recorded lot over there.
Yeah, it's
Would have thought.
How many square feet is on?
about 17,000 square feet.
You said it's tiny.
Yeah, it's a small lot.
Oh, yeah,
Kind of a small house. There's similar small homes
Right.
along Holstrom Court, so I think it kind of makes sense to a smaller house to fit in the neighborhood.
Yep. And it's going to be a foundation and everything, basement, or just slab?
I believe it's a foundation. The top of the sill's 494. Existing grades are around 492 adjacent to it. Do you have any,
I don't know.
you haven't decided yet?
No, I don't know what he put on that plan.
I'm just surprised about it being a lot there that was recorded that long ago. I think you said 1980.
Yeah,
I didn't see it right in
It's,
the other day.
let me see if I have a copy of the deed.
Because it would be a whole different ballgame if it wasn't.
But the BVW is just that area. It's not like,
Yeah, I think
Yeah, but
it's
it's
just,
sitting in the riverfront area.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying this particular thing is not the riverfront.
yeah, it was recorded on September 17th of 1980.
Yeah, I read that in there somewhere.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I checked on, because,
I know, when I heard that this filing was coming in, I thought,
yeah.
how's that gonna work? But- Nothing? Is there a motion to close?
So moved.
Oh, is there any public comment? No. Is the motion to close the hearing? Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so voted.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
See ya, thanks.
Good night.
Here are the reports from Margaret for you folks. There's 3 of them there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay,
And we have some reports for you.
okay, let's just, we had a hearing continued for Masai Family LLC tonight relative to the relocation and reconstruction of a portion of Faith Avenue, 34 and 50 Faith Ave. As I've explained to the applicant prior to this meeting tonight, the problem we have is we don't have a quorum of people to hear it. The only ones that have been here through all the sessions are Dan Reich, Louise, and myself. Both Dan and Chuck were absent at the last meeting, have not had an opportunity to watch the hearing, so they cannot participate tonight. Michael is away, so that's another vote. We're short a person, so there's only 3 of us here, which do not constitute a quorum to hear this session of the hearing tonight. So, regrettably, we're going to have to, we can't even open the hearing, we can't even reopen the hearing to have a discussion or anything, because there aren't enough of us to constitute a quorum. So, we're going to need to continue. Ms. Washburn, our consultant, just got her report out today, which I believe you had copies for the applicants.
Yes, she gave me copies for
Right,
everyone.
for them, so you're just getting to see it now. We just got it today too. I have read it, some of us have, some of us have not. So inasmuch as we're in this situation where we can't do anything but continue, I understand that you want to distribute some
That's all.
materials, but we can't discuss anything
Yes,
because it would be outside the
right,
purview of the hearing.
right, I understand. So I'm just gonna distribute that and that'll be it. So I appreciate it. We'll sign any papers for the continuance.
Sheila, do you have one of those forms?
Sure do.
That was, I'm sorry, that's my original. Can I give you this one and I'm gonna make even more copies. Ann might already have a copy. We emailed one.
I might have the original that has color on the top.
No, I've got that. That one must have.
No, this got called.
Thank you again. I did email it to Sheila, so there's more copies that can just come
Okay.
out if there's any more, if you don't mind. We appreciate
When was that
that.
you sent that blank?
It would have been around 3 this
Oh,
afternoon.
today. Okay, I wasn't there.
3:30 this
Friday night.
afternoon. We were back at the site.
All right, I haven't been on my email since 2:30. All right, so, the next meeting is March 12th. which is what, 3 weeks, I think.
No, it's 2 weeks.
That's
isn't
true.
it? It's only 2.
Next week is good.
Today's the
Oh, that's right, I'm
26th.
thinking February's a short month. I was thinking there was another the calendar in there. All right, so is there a motion to continue this to March 12th? And Sheila, what time? Do you have something else on?
No, there's nothing on, so we'll put it right for 12. 7, I mean.
12.
The hearing be continued until March 12th at 7 PM.
I'll second that.
Okay, is there any other discussion on that? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so voted. So Sheila, if you could please ask them, have them sign that form.
Sure, it's right here if someone wants to sign it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I do apologize. I wouldn't have had you all come if I had realized.
Okay. All right, that's great.
Well, thank you again.
Thank
for
you.
your-
Thank you.
Thank you for your patience. My apologies again.
Good night.
Okay. Discussion. The Auburn Middle School, I'm not sure why this is on here. We got out our order of conditions at the last meeting, right? We issued it.
I know we had order conditions.
We did, because it was
It
late,
was the
but...
previous meeting, actually, not even the last one, 'cause
Right.
I remember
We
that.
issued it at the last meeting, but it was late. That was the
Yeah,
21st
yeah.
day. Because there were 3 weeks between those two board
I don't know if
meetings.
they were gonna submit something, and then
Oh,
I
well,
didn't
that
hear
was
back
why
from
we
them.
Delayed it. Presumably, remember, Michael wanted to delay it
Right,
till we
but it
got all
was
the
21 days and
documentation.
she didn't get it out until the following Tuesday.
I see.
So anyways, I did receive a phone call the other evening from the general contractor that has been awarded the bid. They filed their notice, it's called a notice of intent with whomever they have to, and they tend to start work over there in 2 weeks.
Oh, good.
So I have a name and contact number for the,
Is it Fontaine?
Person.
Is it Fontaine
I
Brothers?
know, that's not the name,
No?
but anyways, I've got a name and a telephone number to call if you have an emergency or a need. The gentleman was extremely professional, very accommodating, was willing to come out here to meetings at night if we need to. Very willing to come to site visits on the weekend if we need that. More than happy to get a phone call from the board at any time. So that was good to know. At least now we have a direct person that we can reach if we have a problem over there. You know, and they'd rather know, from what he said, you know, they're from Springfield. I forget the name at the moment, but he said that they would rather know up front if we have an issue than to let something go. So that was very good. His last name was Willis. The first name, I think it's Rick Willis. That's what it is. Rick Willis is the gentleman that called me. So, you know, we'll keep that in mind if we have a need. They do tend to start in 2 weeks, so I'm surprised.
If the snow goes away, right?
Yeah, if the snow goes
Yeah,
away.
absolutely.
I'm sure they
Seems
have,
quite ambitious to
they
me.
probably have quite a bit of preparation to do to get things underway, I suppose.
So they have tree cutting to
Well,
do
they're
as
gonna,
well.
the first thing they're gonna do is put a fence up around the site, he said.
Oh, right.
That'll be the first thing that they do.
Keep
So
the
that'll
kids
probably
away.
take some time, you know.
Keep the kids from snooping.
Well, you don't want anyone to get hurt, you know.
No.
That
I
would
mean,
be
some of the
horrible.
tree cutting they have to do might be cleaner to do while the ground is still frozen.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Now, Corville Road, the National Grid complaint issue,
I had talked to her again, and she's telling me that they just dumped one load of sand, and she went out and said something to them. And she said they haven't been back, so she's not having any issues at the moment, so.
did she give you, it must be fairly close to her house then, if she went out and
Yes.
spoke to them.
Yeah, I saw it on the map,
Okay. But it was one load of sand and they haven't been back.
right.
Magna Vista, we're gonna go out and look at that when the weather gets more reasonable to do that. The MACC meeting is on Saturday, for those of us that are going. Chuck, did you decide to go or not? Because we don't
Yeah,
have you
yeah, I'm
registered.
going.
I just got his
Oh, you are?
registration.
Okay.
I'll send that tomorrow first
Starts at
thing.
what?
You can check in at between 8 and 8:30, but just so you know, don't even bother to go to the tables to the left. Go to the non-registration table to the right. Don't waste time.
The non-registration.
Yeah, it's for people that are, she'll get the PO in, but they won't have a packet prepared for you on the other side where the town check-ins are. So just go to the table where no one's registered like we usually have to. We won't have to this year. So just tell them your name and they'll have it. It's just that they won't have it
Right.
on the other side. So just go to your right, as long as it's set up in the same place.
Yeah, 8 to 8:30.
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
All right.
Did everyone get the other email that Bill Clarity sent me? I sent it back out again. I just made a copy here for myself in case there was any questions.
Do we have that under this section of discussion? Or-
Yes.
Oh, I guess I didn't write that down.
Well,
I didn't look, I
It
didn't
just,
read it.
it says, as discussed, Mass DOT has installed the detention basin in the location as indicated on the construction plans of record. Should the design of the basin be substantially revised, the district will submit a request to amend the order of conditions accordingly. So he's telling me what they did there was in accordance.
He's saying if the detention basin has to be changed, they're gonna request to amend. We issued an
Right.
enforcement order
Right.
because of erosion issues and,
I think I had sent him a letter about amending it if there were changes.
okay.
I don't know if anyone had a moment to read the minutes. We also got a thing from
Yeah, what,
Department of Fisheries and
yes.
for
Got that.
that filing,
Yep.
Fisheries and Wildlife. The Division of Fisheries and Wildlife, I emailed this to everyone and I made a hard copy today. It just-
Yeah, I saw that. We don't have it on the agenda.
No, this was regarding Holstrom Court.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably time to have it pointed out. That's the NIFTY's permit things they don't have to have
Oh,
for the endangered
Right.
species. Okay, getting back to the agenda. Site visits, same issue, we have to wait until the weather's better on both of those. 12:20, we already talked about that. Miscellaneous minutes of February 12th.
There's not enough of us to vote for. We have
can't
three.
vote.
Yeah, I can't vote on
Put
this.
that on the
so-
next one.
Yeah,
so just-
okay. And then I don't know if you wanted to issue the order of conditions tonight for Holstrom
Yes.
Why
Court?
not? Why not?
You might as well.
Who wants to do it?
I do
Yeah.
have a sheet of special conditions on there. Okay,
I mean, give it a whirl.
sure.
All right.
Why not?
I'm gonna say standard order plus 1, 2, 3. Well, 3. Yeah, 5.
What's 5 about, Chuck?
5 is erosion and sediment control measures placed between the work area and the edge of the BVW. Number 8. 9. I don't know about lawn clippings.
Yep, put it in.
11.
So-
Yeah, I guess 11. And I think that's it.
Okay, so the motion is standard plus 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, and 11. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so voted. If for anyone that's interested at home, the conditions, the special conditions are posted on the town website. So if you want to read them.
Thank you.
Do you have a signature page for us, Sheila?
Oh, yes, right here. Sure. Thank you.
Does anyone have anything else?
What else do we have? We have miscellaneous twice on this,
Yeah, we do.
on this list. We have a lot of miscellaneous.
Before we do close, Chuck, I just wanted to tell you one thing. We don't have this on the agenda either, but just by information, Adam Burney spoke to me tonight about the Open Space Committee.
Yes.
And there's going to be a meeting probably on Monday, the third Monday in March, whatever the date is, I forget, of the Open Space Committee. The Open Space Plan is done. Eric, I forgot his name, he's the new part-time planner anyway.
Esperance.
Thank you. He's got it done.
Okay.
They're going to go over it, and the old Open Space Committee is going to be, Adam sent out an email, I can talk about it after, but anyways, Adam mentioned you because you had expressed an interest
Yeah.
in open space.
Yes.
So I can let you know what time, I think it's going to be at 6,
Okay.
across the hall. Bless you.
All right.
So just for anyone that's interested,
Sure.
because they'd like to, have us take a look and see what we think, and I know you're particularly interested, so it might be an opportunity for you to jump in and help out.
Yeah, just because the town I work in has a lot of open space, and I get to take advantage of it at lunchtime. It's nice. So it'd be nice to have that, opportunity here in town as well.
So I'll firm up, he's going to firm up the date and time and let me know, but it looks like it's going to be that third Monday here, so I'll pass that along as soon as I know for sure. So if there isn't anything else, I'll entertain a motion.
Move to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted. Thank you.